This video serves to shed light on the subject of privacy, a topic which my team and I strongly believe needs to be taken more seriously around the globe, as it affects every nation and every corner of society. It is an issue which we believe has not been talked about enough, and this video serves to be our outcome for our team project for Global Perspective, IGCSE 2018. In order to maximize the number of people who will be able to understand and receive our message,
这个视频有华语的字幕。
Dan juga dalam bahasa negara kami iaitu bahasa Malaysia.
view subtitles in Malay, Mandarin as well as English. Press the captions button and pick the appropriate language down below. What is privacy? Well, privacy is actually a fundamental human right, established and recognized by the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights, as well as the International Covenant of Civil and Political Rights, and many other regional and international treaties and communities. So therefore, basically, almost every country in the world has some sort of guarantee to the right of privacy in their constitution or under their laws. However, the extent of which your privacy is protected differs from country to country, and we'll dive deeper into that further in the video. To learn and observe what people think of privacy and their knowledge on the issue, we created a survey and received over 100 responses. We'll be displaying the relevant survey responses throughout this video. Here, you see that the biggest proportion of participants were under 18, but there are decent amounts of people from every age group, allowing us to see responses from a wide age range and see how that would affect results. And here you see we have about equal proportions of both genders. And lastly, although most participants are locals, we do have responses from people of other nationalities and backgrounds.
The importance of privacy is a topic that has divided many people over the past decade. Even though privacy is now classified as a human right, whether or not it's worthy of being a law in many countries is still a topic of discussion. We won't try to alter your opinion in our presentation, but we still think that it is incredibly important that people know how protected their privacy is and who has access to their information. To get a general idea of our respondents' standpoints, we first asked how important privacy was to them. As you can see on screen right now, around 75% of participants said that privacy was very important, while about 20% said it was somewhat important. These results quite closely mirror our predicted results, and with the digital age beginning and cybercrime running more rampant than ever, it just goes to show how crucial it is that people know how protected their privacy is and who has access to their information. The second question we asked was how satisfied our respondents were with the protection of their privacy. We got an unexpected result. Our forecast predicted that at least 2/3 of respondents would be satisfied with how protected their privacy was, but surprisingly, around 60% were unhappy with the protection levels. With such a large amount of unsatisfied people, it only further supports the argument that individuals should have control over their own privacy. After that, we asked our respondents of their opinions on how much of their personal data ought to be guarded. This was to indirectly gauge the thoughts of respondents on how much privacy should be sacrificed in exchange for security. Over half of our participants said that even things such as their search history and purchases should be kept private, while a considerate amount, about a quarter, were willing to give up all but the most valuable information, such as bank details and passwords. A controversial topic regarding privacy is that of targeted advertising. The general public has mixed feelings about utilization of personal information to gain an advantage in marketing, and there are convincing arguments for both sides. In this slide, we asked if our respondents knew of this exploitation, to which only 10% were ignorant. We then inquired whether our participants were comfortable with said usage of their data for advertising, to which a vast majority of 72% said no and about 20% said that it was circumstantial. This enforces the rights of individuals to dictate their own conditions for use of their information, as usage of personal information for targeted advertising without consent is still being done, even though only a little over 5% of people are okay with it.
Whenever the topic of privacy is brought up, the big debate between security or privacy arises. Now, theoretically, if the government holds personal data of every individual of the country, they can prevent future threats, for example, terrorism. However, a lot of people think that this is too big of a price to pay because there have been informations and questions out there about the governments misusing and abusing such private data and the formation of a surveillance state, as this can be used against political opponents and to oppress the people. We believe that more people should be aware of this discussion, and you as well should decide how much of your privacy should be compromised and why.
In this slide,
We wanted to inquire how our respondents felt about the legal side of privacy. We wanted to know if they thought the higher-ups should hold some sort of responsibility when it came to such a personal matter. The results astonished us as over 95% of participants thought that bringing the government into the never-ending debate of personal information security was a necessity. And finally, correlating with our earlier results, not to mention various events throughout history, a vast majority of 3/4 thought it made sense for the government to keep its nose out of personal matters and keep at it in the region of issues at a more national scale. This does illustrate a consistent trend in the results throughout our data. It is, however, important to mention that 25% of people were willing to trade privacy for security. This does indicate a significant minority which favors security over privacy, matching the debate going on worldwide with no one party overwhelmingly drowning out the other. We hope that these results and this presentation as a whole may act as a gateway for you to further explore and inform yourself about this matter, which is only going to become more and more relevant every single day.
With that, we discussed about the importance of privacy and what it is, as well as the debate between privacy versus security. And I hope that after seeing this video, you go back with more understanding on this issue, as my team and I made this video and made this project in order to spread awareness and to spread more understanding on this important issue. We do not want to make the decision for you, as we try to be as unbiased as possible. We want you to come to this video as a gateway, as an eye-opener to the issue of privacy. We will link in the description below videos as well as sources to where you can read up more about the privacy and where you can make your own decision whether privacy is important to you or maybe it's something you can sacrifice. We thank you for watching this video, and we hope that you go back with a much better understanding and that you use this as a starting point to further develop your awareness and your knowledge on privacy. If you know anyone that would benefit from watching this video, please do share and like the video. Thank you.